Like Sonic, like Sonic, like Sonic, like Sonic, like Sonic, like Sonic! Roar! Stop hating on Sonic for no reason!
Welcome back to Nonsense Reviews. We're here in a very special studio, not the Radio WGBB studios we're normally in. We're actually parked. It's close to 12 a.m. right now.
And
we're parked in a minivan, in a mom van right now, with four lovely boys here. Usually when I'm parked alone at night, it's with a beautiful, hopefully Jewish girl. But, you know, we're switching up a bit with a bunch of dudes who love Sonic.
We're doing 4 boys, 1 van.
Heck yeah. So you got me, you got Brandon, the man, you got Scott the Waz right here. What else we got? Who else we got right here?
Hello, it is Big Man Ben coming at you.
It's Big Man Ben Schwartz, the voice actor of Sonic. He has the same name, who would have thought? And we got a good friend of mine. His name is Chris. Say hello, Chris.
What's up? I'm Chris at Dr. Dorito 710.
And he likes Sonic.
Don't confuse
I
him
like
with
Sonic.
Chris Chan.
Alright, and we, instead of, you know, leaving and going to bed or doing something normal like anything else, we're parked here because we feel very impassioned about a certain blue hedgehog. No, we're not people in fursuits right now. No, we don't have special medallions and we're writing fan fictions. No, we saw a movie and it was actually, spoilers, good. It was good. What do you guys think?
So Sonic the Hedgehog was, I think, a fantastic movie and one of the best video game movies I've ever seen.
Probably the best for me. You know, the last time something was called Sonic the Hedgehog was back in 2006 with the game Sonic 06.
They have redeemed themselves.
Back when Sonic kissed a human princess. Oh, he was dead too, by the way.
Spoiler
so it was
alert,
worse.
there's no kissing in this movie.
There's no kissing. It's with humans, so it's okay.
Human on human kissing.
Human on human. That's cool. And it was consensual, so
Just
that's
like
important
in this van
too.
very soon.
I don't consent to that.
Yeah,
I don't
let's give the plot of this movie. So it's about a blue blur named Sonic the Hedgehog. He lives on this little planet, and then a bunch of echidnas like Knuckles
and his family.
Knuckles and his family.
The enchiladas.
The echidnas, as Scott calls them, the enchiladas. They're trying to kill little Sonic, and he's a baby. He's the new baby Yoda, and he's not gonna have any of that. So he goes to another world, our world, Earth. And he stalks James Marsden, who played Cyclops in X-Men once, or maybe 3 times. I don't know.
Or AKA the Donut Lord.
He's called the Donut Lord because he is a cop. And he's actually a good cop who tries to do his job, but he wants more out of life. And Sonic wants more out of life. So it makes sense that the two come together once Sonic has a little temper tantrum and runs around, causing a disturbance.
Are you hiding out in my garage?
They're coming for me!
So Jim Carrey, as Dr. Robotnik, comes in freaking out like The Mask back in the 90s.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is.
Wait! Don't hurt him!
And Sonic must team up with James Marsden from the film Hop and X-Men, and they have to team up.
Iconic.
Because Robotnik is Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey says weird things on the internet.
This entire movie was so appealing and great to look at. They really did fix the animation and the design of Sonic. Sonic as a character drives this whole movie. He's so funny, he's really quick-witted, no pun intended, and this entire movie is really pulled by his weight.
Yeah, Scott, you're right. Ben Schwartz, not to be confused with Ben Schwartz, the same name in this minivan right here, was great. I mean, he nailed the character of like, yeah, cool, Sonic's cool, but he's also kind of impulsive and he's a little bit full of himself. But he has that heart to him that, like, a lot of Sonic fans in their fursuits make the fan fictions of because they relate to him so much. And they actually did a good job putting heart to him. And you know what? James Marsden, too. I thought he would be the most forgettable character, but I ended up not liking him, loving him. I really got him.
He's a good guy.
And his girlfriend, Maddie, who I thought was going to be from the trailers, is just going to be a dumb lover interest.
Her name is Pretzel Girl.
She's called Pretzel Girl, that's right. I would think that it's a generic, he's kind of cute, and then they end up hooking up by the end of the movie. No, they were already together. So you see, I think, yeah.
Is it
That's right.
Mr. and Mrs. whatever their last name
Wachowski.
was? Wachowski. Mike Wazowski.
Yeah. So it was an interesting
Skywalker.
dynamic. So like you got their relationship developed throughout the movie, and it was very charming.
And throughout the whole movie, the journey between Tom, James Marsden's character, and
Jim
Sorry, and Sonic, basically what they're doing is they're going from a small town in Montana to San Francisco.
Called Green Hills.
Called Green Hills to secure
Wink,
Sonic's rings. And throughout that whole journey, there are a lot of crazy antics, and there's a lot of bonding moments between the two characters.
Yeah.
And it really provides a great, coherent story and just funny interactions between the two.
You know what? I feel like most video game movies get sidetracked because they focus more on the characters than they do the story. But I feel like with this movie, that they actually focus on a narrative, on the characters, they focus on the story heavily, and it just becomes a really nice movie for
A feel-good movie, yeah.
Feel-good
And-
movie.
And it's shocking because back when we got the first trailer, Sonic looked like a monstrosity.
He looked like the Cats movie.
He looked like
You look like an ape.
he looked like Cat Dog if Cat Dog had a baby and was blue.
And it was aborted early.
No, but forgetting the fact that forget the fact that it's a video game movie for a second. I just thought it was like a good movie in general. Like it's just a nice,
It had
simple lo-fi
really
movie
good pacing.
with good action.
Good action, good pacing.
The script was
Great
good.
food.
Good, even if you've never heard of Sonic, you can enjoy this movie.
So yeah, it has those sort of the road chip tropes of like Alvin and the Chipmunks and Smurfs, but
good.
handled well. Shocking, really shocking, because you could really go down a dark path, especially with Sonic. That's easy to do. You know, Shadow and all guns. But
We bought plushies too.
we do. We're snuggling with the Sonic Boom plushie with a fat head and
Mine has
Shadow
a
the Hedgehog. He has a hole in its rear. Gosh darn it, they did a good job with the writing. Like some of the jokes, I mean, you got flossing, you got one fart joke, and of course, that's slightly cringe, but that's
There
like
was really no
It's negated.
kids.
It's negated
Yeah.
because there actually is like decent jokes in this movie.
There were
besides
funny
that,
jokes in it when was it Jim Morrison and his wife
James Marsden.
and his
Jim
wife,
Morrison, that's the guy from The Doors.
whatever you want to call him, they were waiting up, and Sonic was in a little duffel bag, and Sonic was like, "Hey, get me out of here! This is stinky." And there's two people sitting right next to
It
them.
looks like they're abducting a child.
they're abducting
Sonic
a
says
child,
child
and it was
abduction
really
is
funny.
okay.
That was definitely for the adults.
Stay in there and be quiet.
How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
It's not your child.
If I wasn't belly laughing, I was at least chuckling throughout the entire movie, or I was actually feeling something. I really wouldn't have expected it. I expected this from Detective Pikachu, and I was a little disappointed with that movie. But
did
this
you
movie,
actually feel happy?
I feel very good. I'm like, dude, I've been a Sonic fan my whole life, so just to come out and be proud and to wear a Sonic necklace and be like, dude, I saw this movie and it was great. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable feeling.
Isn't it weird? I said this to them in the theater. Isn't it kind of weird that all the great games have crappy video game movies, but then the crappy video game series has a good movie for once?
Hey, Sonic Mania was good. But no,
was really good.
it's odd.
It was good.
I don't know how Sonic did it.
I feel like as time has gone on, they've just become more aware that video game movies have to improve in quality if they're going to perform, because the track record is so bad that they're not going to do well unless they're good movies.
I hope Mario's good. I pray
It's
Mario
made by
is good.
Illumination, so probably not.
There's going to be a Mario movie?
Yeah,
And
there's
Rumor
gonna
has
be a
it,
Mario
yeah.
movie.
But we talked about this character a little earlier in this podcast, this review. But another character that really stole the show was Jim Carrey's Robotnik.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk.
Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
He was
Yes.
There is no other human being that could do that and do it so
being
well.
that animated, being that
He
crazy.
maybe
went-
Nicolas Cage.
He's my favorite Robotnik.
Not really.
He is.
But Jim Carrey would have done it.
Ah, not the bees!
Not the rings! Not the rings!
Not the hedgehog!
His performance was incredible. He was hilarious.
He
He,
was
had
a
a little
sir.
dance number in the middle of the movie.
I lost it at that. Yeah, he
He was
went.
actually good.
He was.
It's like if Jim Carrey from the 90s consumed Jim Carrey from the 90s and became the super form and got the 7 Chaos Emeralds like Sonic would, and transcended and became Jim Carrey. You know, like, there's all these videos of Jim Carrey just saying that, like, we're not humans, we're not people, we're just atoms or something.
I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself.
He's kind of insane.
Transcendent.
Yeah, he did
He
acid.
went there. He went there with this performance.
But it was good.
It was
It was
insane.
funny.
It was funny.
It kind of reminded me of the Joker in a way. Like, just how, like, off the wall.
He was the Riddler in Batman Forever.
Exactly.
We live in his
And
zone.
honestly, he's one of my favorite comedians of all time. I love him to death. He's always funny. And he gave it his all. And it's been a while since we've seen a comedic performance like this. And honestly, I just can't wait for more. There definitely has to be a sequel at this point. There's way too much charm. They redesigned the character just so fans would be happy. I've never seen so much love. There's a lot of fan service, even references like the dark side of the fan base, like Sonic. Like, it goes all out.
They had Sonic in, like, the first, like, 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, so if you're a fan, you're gonna love it. If you're not a fan, if you like good movies, you're gonna love it. It's not the best movie ever, but I had a really good time. It's one of those feel-good movies, and for Valentine's Day, the day we saw it in, it was great.
We all had a great time.
Sonic
It
is
was
the
a
greatest
fun
romantic movie of all time.
It is a romantic movie, and there's something that happens at the very, very end of the movie, which we won't spoil, but there's somebody who comes out of the darkness.
It's like a Super Smash Brothers reveal. It's insane.
It is.
Everybody
That's
went
right,
crazy.
Waluigi's in the
So-
Sonic movie.
So I think it's a no-brainer. I have to give it. It's super nonsensical. I'm giving it the nonsense seal of approval.
I'm giving it the nonsense seal of approval too, and I will say that I did not know I'd be giving it going in. I thought I was going to be like, oh no, but I'm glad I can give it the nonsense seal.
You know what? At first, I was on the same page as Scott. I thought it was going to be a bad movie, but you know what? Changed my expectations. I'm going to give it the nonsense seal of approval, and I'm going to give it the B stamp of approval as well, the Ben stamp of approval.
I thought B for B-Shrek test in the house.
Exactly.
You were in the movie.
I was in the movie too.
His name
so
is Ben
had to
Schwartz. It's perfect.
So I have to give it a B.
And Chris, last but not least.
I'm gonna give it the nonsense seal of approval. You know, it's just a good movie, great fun, great food.
Right.
Lot happy to be there.
Chili dogs.
Chili dogs all around, yeah. Can I say one more thing? This is so random. So at my work, there was like a dude that came in with a dog and 2 hedgehogs.
What?
It's
I'm
destiny.
not even kidding. It was like the best promotion for the Sonic movie without him even realizing. He's like an animal guy. He goes to schools and like he has children pet spiny hedgehogs, which probably doesn't end well.
Oh, it does. Lots of bleeding hands.
But there was a hedgehog and I flipped out. Of course I didn't hurt the poor thing, but I was like, this is perfect. And speaking of perfect, the movie was perfect for a Sonic fan. So that's about it. Once again, Ben, Chris, thank you so much for coming on.
Hope to be here again.
How about next week? We got a lot of good things coming up. We got a certain interview in, I think, 2 weeks. It's going to be a very big deal.
We will not say who, but it's going to be a big
It's
deal.
coming up, yeah.
If you're fans of them, let us know.
Nonsense News Nation has a lot in store, so
Right,
stay
so
tuned.
keep on listening. We have a website, nonsensenewsnation.com. You can contact us at nonsensenewsradio@gmail.com. That's nonsensenewsradio@gmail.com. We're on Spotify, Anchor, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter. We're all around.
Yes.
You can't escape us,
Right,
just like
too.
Sonic.
We're everywhere.
Follow Nonsense News Nation.
Once again, I've been Brad Ellis.
And I have been Scott Honig.
I've been Ben.
I've been Chris.
And this was Nonsense News Nation. Nonsense Reviews, signing off.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye, sir.
Peace, not war.